Let's bring out the starting five for your Sacramento Kings. Number 7, Ebfl. At the power forward position, at 6'6", 0, Miles Bridges. At the other forward position, at 6'6", number 41, Amin Thompson. The other guard, standing 6'5", number 5, Tyler Hero. The man in the middle, at 7'0", number 32, Carl Anthony Towns.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And a chance here to check out some stats for Lonzo Ball.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. They've got Miller. Davis is out there with George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. And for Sacramento, Thompson is out there with Bridges. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Markelle Fultz. And it's Towns in at the pivot, manning the middle. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Kessler with the rebound. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Nobody near George. It's rebounded by Towns. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Kings head coach gave me a few minutes. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Thompson sets the pick for Hero. Chalk up 2 there.
Well, quite simply, Hero is on the court for one reason. That is to make buckets. He does that well.
Fultz against Ball. Outside, Davis. Here's George. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Thompson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Towns, a screen on Ball. Bridges, no one around him. Here's Towns, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
Ties it up, and this next one would give them the lead. And his teams establish chemistry in the early part of the season. Brent, what are some of the keys?
Well, on the court, really it is about the coaches defining roles. And anytime you get players who buy into those roles in the early part of a year, it's a support system for what the star guys have to do. It builds a ton of confidence and the connectivity that coaching staffs know will lead them ultimately to a team that can compete in the playoffs.
Now here's Davis. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Hero. And that one goes long.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Right side, Ball. Off target from three-point range.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Fultz. 8 points his last outing.
On the catch and shoot there, so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of course out there.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to talk to his guy. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Thunder. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And checking out Sacramento, down 5 spots from them.
And you know, for the Thunder, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Here's Hero. Following the score by Oklahoma City, bangs home the trifecta. Hero's got 5 now.
Producing from behind the arc, that is huge stuff from Tyler Hero.
Pass to Kessler. And here's Miller. It's hauled in by the Kings. They're getting their first look at the Thunder. And this one to the inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Thompson. He's got 6.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Ball, the pass to Davis. Back to Ball. 3-pointer. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bridges outside. The screen from Thompson. Back to Hero. The tray. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Here's Ball, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and how about Ball just working his way right through the contact that time?
Volts kicks to Hero. Shoots the 3. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Ball against Hero. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Davis down low. He's against Bridges.
Outstanding job by AD to get close to the basket, get the ball in great position, and force the defense to resort to fouling.
The Thunder shooting their first free throws here tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Davis. Well, Brent, Mark Daigneault was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
And here's George. After Tyler Hero hitting the 3. And Paul George good for 3. George has got 5 now.
Well, that three-pointer's got to fire up George and the entire team.
Volts the pass to Thompson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Ball with it. Picked up by Hero. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Lets the 3 fly. The basket good off the assist from Volts. Volts has got 3 assists tonight.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Let's give a big hand to your Sacramento Kings. Once again,
Let's take this opportunity to show you the teams that have been the best three-point shooting squads over the last 10 games. Fourth, the Kings.
Incredible accuracy from deep over the past couple games. Great floor spacing, and of course, their shooters have all the confidence in the world right now.
Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Love when PG's just aggressive in close, just punishing the rim that time.
Pass to Yabusele. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And it's Carrington missing. Thunder trailing by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. And Sacramento has possession. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Pass to Strother. Here's Carrington. Shot clock at 5. Here's Yabusele. Here's Highsmith. No good on the triple. Outside, George with the drive. What a terrific move that was. Now just a 1-point Kings lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Down low, Towns. Here's Heisman. He has yet to score. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Kings lead by 4.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to George. Fires for 3. Struthers grabs the miss. For Sacramento, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter of the game. Left side, Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 6-point Sacramento lead.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Outside, Davis to the middle. Here's Waters, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
1:05 left in the first quarter. Pass to Carrington. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Waters. Now Davis. Dunn looking over the floor. Back to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
That's just an outstanding pick and roll there to get Davis diving to the rim. Once he gets the pass, the shot was as simple as it gets.
Here's Carrington. Dunn covering. Over to the left wing. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Dunn. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Yogi's checked in for Sacramento. The Thunder also changing it up. Vukcevic is checked in, and it's Williams in for George. The free throw drops in for Dunn. There's 21 seconds left in the first. Here's Carrington. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Highsmith. Misses the 3. Tyler Hero has been leading the charge for the Sacramento Kings. And he's supplying a lot of their offense with his three-point shooting. Knocked down 4 from distance in that quarter alone. Back right after. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Hero out there with Fultz. Then there's Miles Bridges. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And the Kings pushing it up now. And that one is stuffed right through.
So fun when you make the right read on the break. And Hero did so there.
Outside Williams. Outside Ball. Back to Williams. Five to shoot. Here's Kessler. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Fultz kicks to Yabusele. pass to Hero. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hero's got 19 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler could shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the Kings. Kings leading now by 5. Here's Hero. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Kessler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Vukcevic. Miller with the ball. Now Williams. Still scoreless. Back to Miller. From deep. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Pass to Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Thompson kicks to Hero. Sinks the triple. Hero's got 22 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Attention everyone. Now coming on to the hardwood.
And the Kings making a change here. Towns is checked in. And then for Oklahoma City. And Anthony Davis is checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's Paul George in for Williams. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Here's George. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Kings leading now by 6. Thompson outside. Here's Fultz. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. George with the ball. Picked up by Thompson. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Great work by the team there to find AD. They make eye contact, and the rest of that is history.
Pass to Fultz. Now here's Towns. Covered by Miller. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Offline with his 3. Under trailing by 4. And it's Ball penetrating. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Davis is checked in for Markelle Fultz.
Number 31, Johnny Davis.
Right wing. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. They set the pick. Here's Miller. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Kings leading now by 4. It's Thompson off the drive. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Miller. Miller with another miss.
He's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And Thompson kicks to Davis. Thompson outside. Towns sets the pick for Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Bridges for 3. Good on the three-point shot. And the Kings lead by 7.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
To the paint, here's George. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
The 3, Bridges, and another 3 for Sacramento.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pass to Vukcevic. Ball is screen on Bridges. Here's George. He's covered by Thompson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. There's Hero with the 3. The Thunder pull it in. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Right side, Ball. Outside, George. The 3 and the rejection by Towns.
Exceptional timing on that rejection. Love seeing Towns this aggressive on defense.
Yeah, another turnover there, but guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
The Kings making a switch here. Highsmith is checked in, and then for Oklahoma City, Waters is checked in, and Chris Dunn subbed in for Ball. Davis with a screen on Thompson. The 3 from George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 14.
Always a formidable scorer. George just doing what he does.
And here is Davis. Scoreless thus far. Fires from deep. And Hero the bucket on the assist by Davis. Hero's got the lead up to 8 now for Sacramento. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Vukcevic. At the Dunn. Davis with a screen on Hero. Here's Dunn. Thompson with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Dunn against Hero. Dunn passes to George. And George with his stuff.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Kings leading now by 8. Thompson outside. Off target with his 3.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Dunn dishes to George. A 3 ball. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Davis finds Thompson. Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Plenty of power on that slam. Towns was not messing around.
Thompson against George. Davis with a screen on Thompson. And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Hero.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
It is incredible that George is playing, Brent, at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined, and he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And your Kings youth team.
2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. Second, the Thunder.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
We've got 1:23 left to play here in the half. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Here's Wiseman. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Wiseman showing off his power that time.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Kings ball.
This trip is his second to the free throw line in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And so he hits the technical free throw. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Here's Highsmith. And the 3 ball is good. Highsmith's got the lead up to 13 now for Sacramento.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Strother. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Outside Williams. Out left to the wing.
Kings foul. Smith. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for Sacramento, making a switch here. And so Dunn nails both of them. Here's Carrington. Pass to Highsmith. Lets it go from deep. A shot off that time. And so it's Sacramento holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
See if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you did play?
Oh, my goodness. I make a lot more money, Ernie, than I did in my playing days, especially if you could.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Kings.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2, They keep making threes. That's why they're ahead.
I can't even begin to tell you how profound that was, big fella. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Trailing by 11. Taking a look at the Thunder. Lonzo Ball out there with Miller. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Kessler in at the center. And George gets it to go.
Just playing hard. George not letting up at all at the offensive end.
Hero against Ball. Now Hero. He's guarded closely. Excellent D there from Ball. Miller with the ball. Bridges covering. From 13. Rebound by the Kings. Thompson's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
Ball sets a screen for George. Just 5 to shoot, and the shot goes in. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Let PG get the ball inside at your own risk. He's going to punish you there.
Volts kicks to Towns. Thompson against Miller. Thompson passes to Towns. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Kessler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one is on Towns.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Kessler at the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
Towns sets the pick for Hero. Right on the bucket. Hero's got 29.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Pass to George. Thompson with the rebound. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Bridges for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's George for 3. The Thunder with another miss. Kings leading now by 10. Pass to Fultz. Thompson outside. Knocks it loose. Downs dishes to Bridges. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Loads it up for Davis, and Davis throws it down.
That's a pretty sweet dish there by Paul George, just selfless on that play.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That is his first foul of the game. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Vukcevic is checked in.
Floor for the Thunder, number 14, Tristan Vukcevic.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Miller. Inside, here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
And don't be surprised when it is that Lonzo Ball rises up like that. He can get it done.
Fultz kicks to Towns. Thompson with it, and they call an illegal screen here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. He's putting up about 17 points, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Here they come, fans. Your 916 crew. Let's hear it.
Break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. You look at Kessler, 5th in the league and patrolling the paint.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability.
Here's Vukcevic, defended by Bridges. They set the screen. Here's Ball. Count it, and the foul. That's on Miles Bridges.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Second team.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Sacramento?
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Ball. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. On the wing, Thompson. To the left wing. Hero passes to Towns. 6 to shoot. Now Bridges lets it go with a 3. Good, and as this goes to Towns. And now it's a 9-point Kings lead.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there'll be more in store.
Launches it. And Paul George good for 3. George has got 24.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Timeout called by the Kings. A different look for Oklahoma City. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Williams comes in for George. And it's done in for Lonzo Ball. leading now by 6. Here's Carrington. Pass to Thompson. Basket good. Thompson's got 8 points.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Here's Vukcevic. Outside Williams. Pass to Miller. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Kings. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Highsmith's got his second bucket of the night. Thunder trailing by 10. Now here's Wiseman. It's Miller on the way. He's covered by Thompson. There's the pick. Down low. The kick out to Williams. On deep. They get it back. It's stolen. Here's Rother. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Here's Carrington. 5 on the clock. To the wing on the left. No good from outside. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. It's a 10-point game. Their next game is in San Francisco, so a road game with the Warriors. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Pass to Carrington. And here's Thompson. Here's Carrington. Here's Rother. The 3. Thunder with the rebound. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds in this game. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll take on Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Friday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And with the way they've been able to march right along in this season lately, I think they should be able to keep things going in this next stretch. Just come out with the same energy and discipline, and you should have some wins.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Dunn.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Floats it up for Williams. Cuts off the pass. Pushing it up. Here's a Kobe. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They need this one. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Williams.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Here's a Kobe. Dunn covering. Good ball movement here by the Kings. No one covering. Carrington's got 6.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to Williams. Here's Waters. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Wiseman. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wiseman just so tantalizing. You see that 7-foot frame, those long arms, rare combo guy out there. It's going to be great to watch him grow.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Wiseman. Davis is checked in for Miller. And both free throws good for Wiseman.
Still a ton of intrigue around what it is that James Wiseman is going to be in the NBA. It's really about him staying healthy and getting a consistent opportunity to be solid.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Yabusele. Here's Rother. Takes a three. Wiseman with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 9. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Davis with it. Back to Dunn. Outside for Davis. And they double up Davis. Dunn passes to Wiseman. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Wiseman's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Sacramento with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We'll return shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kings leading now by 6. Miles Bridges is out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And there's Fultz. And it's Carrington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Towns, the screen. Clock at 6. Posted up high. Paul George with the steal. Here's Waters. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Fultz kicks to Towns. Now here's Thompson. He's covered by Wiseman. It's good. 10 points from Amen Thompson.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Loads it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
Great little stuff there from Davis to finish things off.
And it's Fultz with the ball for the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Thompson misses. Under trailing by 6. Out to the right wing. Outside, George. The jump hook. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Towns wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Kings lead by 9.
Towns has one of the best 3-point strokes of any big man in the league.
Pass to Wiseman. Now here is George. Waters passes to George. And then jammed down as he goes right over Amen Thompson.
Paul George dunk contest, he's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Sacramento leading by 7. Now here's Fultz. And Wiseman comes to help. Here's Towns. Wiseman with the rebound. Wiseman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Right side, Ball. Outside, Davis. Pass to George. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Kings. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Thompson kicks to Bridges. And it's off from 3-point range. Thunder trailing by 7. To the middle, here's Waters. Outside for George. The second chance effort. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Markelle Fultz.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit, and he makes that one count.
Heroes checked in with the Kings. George, no good on the free throw. Kings leading now by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that. Someone take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Miller outside. Ball, a screen on Hero. Miller finds Kessler. And Miller throws it down hard.
Oh, easy money for Miller. He just generates offense.
The Kings have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Hero passes to Towns. Over in the corner, Fultz. A new 14 for the Kings. Stolen by Ball. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Sacramento ball.
Sacramento's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bridges outside. Over Kessler. Bridges misses. Thunder trailing by 5. The 3 from George. Knocks down the 3 ball. George has got 15 points in just the second half.
Still solid with the handles. George showing the D he's still a threat.
On the wing, Thompson. Bridges outside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Shots good by Hero.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Outside, Davis. Towns against Kessler. Pass to Miller. Now George fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can.
Well, nice vision on that pass from Hero, and he put the ball right in the shooting pocket.
Ball dishes to George. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Thompson with it. Oh, that was something else.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Miller. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Back to Fultz. Hero from long range. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 6 assists now in the game. Thunder trailing by 7. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Second.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
That free throw missing. Both teams will make substitutions. Good on the second free throw.
When you look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George, that should tell you how valuable PG is.
Timeout, Kings.
Started.
On your feet, fans, and start making some noise. On their way to the floor, it's your Sacramento Kings Warriors.
And the Kings making a change here. Fultz is checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now he wants this team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do. And we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Bridges for three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Kessler's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Bridges with the steal. Hero against Dunn. Shots good by Hero.
Hero can beat his opponents from all over the floor. He can get that shot off so quick.
It's George on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Kessler passes to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Towns with the steal. Fultz looking around. Bridges outside. Thompson outside. George against Hero. And he drives in. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Love it when Hero gets in there and goes strong like that because he can bully sometimes on the drive.
George against Towns. They get it again. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And George, here we go. Bridges with the steal. Driving the lane and stolen by Dunn. Here's George, and Thompson sends it back. Hero on the wing, covered by Miller. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Hero right now working himself into a lather, staying aggressive and drawing the defense's attention.
First free throw is good. Wiseman's checked in for the Thunder. Drops them both.
And Hero, one of those guys you just rely on coming in and giving you that offensive pop. He does a lot of things for his team on that end of the floor.
And George kicks to Wiseman. George looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 34.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
There's Hero with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dunn, and denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Kings.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Tyler Hero.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Here's Miller, and Miller throws it down hard.
Powering through the foul there. Miller showing some serious intensity.
At the line for the Thunder, Miller. At the line for 1.
shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Miller. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Carrington, covered by Miller. Bridges outside. Pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. Towns sets the pick for Hero. And a miss there on the triple. So the Kings win it, a confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Tyler. They're a good road team, but you guys got a good win at home and took care of business on the home floor.
Yeah, we had to be locked in. We know how good they are. They come in every time we play them with a lot of energy, a lot of focus. So come in here, we got to get stops. We know how tough they are. Make a couple of shots and get out of here with the W.
Hard fought, but well earned. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game, Tyler Hero.